600 days. I used to spend every day wishing that I wasn't alive, had to get off my face to only just about survive. I wonder how you would cope in my situation. How would you deal with the anger, shame and frustration? I used drugs to deal with all the shit in my head, but in the end my whole life was hanging by a thread. How was I meant to manage the flashbacks and anxiety, all while knowing I was being looked down on by society? At first it was out of the question to get sober. I couldn't cope, it was day one, over and over. I hated who I was and I held on to all the blame. I had no focus, every day was the same. Learning to cope without was ridiculously tough, and no matter what I did, it was never enough. I couldn't just have one, always took it too far. Couldn't walk past an off-licence pub or bar. In the end I lost my best mate to fucking addiction, and that caused so much extra pain and affliction. After that I knew I had to try sort myself out, but it was nearly impossible, filled with self-doubt. Some days are still shit and I really want to erupt. It doesn't help my second nature is to self-destruct. Just one moment could ruin everything I've achieved, but that list is far more than I could have ever believed. I didn't think for a minute that I would get to this point, where I'd manage without a line or even a joint. Some days it's still hard, but it's a battle I'm winning, and I know now that this is only the beginning. 600 days sober is an absolute fucking dream, and it's not worth going back, however hard things seem.